goodness, having so much fun today. We just talked about love, and now we're moving on to our stomachs. It's all about food. We got Elizabeth Yarnell here, who has a great cookbook out. It's called Glorious One-Pot Meals. And everything right now I see on the table smells good and looks good. So welcome to the chat room,
Thanks,
Elizabeth.
Danielle.
It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you.
This is fun when you actually get to get your hands dirty. And,
yes, and I hope you'll help me.
I am going to help
good.
you. And I understand we're making sweet Tart chicken.
Yes.
Okay, sweet Tart chicken. All right, I'm going to let you take it away. You explain to me about what we're going to be doing, and I'm ready to get my hands dirty.
Okay, excellent. Well, let me tell you that my cooking method uses cast iron Dutch ovens to make my one-pot meals. And I call these anti-crock-pot meals because
anti-crock-pot, okay.
they don't take all day. You don't end up with a stew, and every bite doesn't taste the same.
Ooh, and I understand the food that you make is all healthy.
It is.
All natural.
Very
and you're
nutritious.
Using, organic ingredients a lot?
Well, it doesn't matter really so much organic, but whole foods.
Whole foods, okay.
Whole foods. So that means just food like it came off the tree or came off the branch or out of the animal type thing.
And you could just eat it right now. You really don't even have to cook
a lot of
some
them
it,
you could. Not the chicken.
Okay, so what are we going to do first?
So this is my cast iron Dutch oven here, and this is a 2-quart one, which is going to make exactly enough food for 2 people.
Okay, this is perfect for me. I can make this for my boyfriend.
Exactly.
It doesn't look like you have to have a lot of ingredients.
Nope.
That is the one thing I was noticing inside your book, is that a lot of the ingredients are pretty basic, and the meals are everything is on one page, so it's not like you have to keep turning all the pages, stir, mix, turn to the next page to figure out what to do. It's very quick, easy, and simple, so that's good.
And you'll see as we go through that, even if there are ingredients that you don't like that are in the recipe, you don't have to use them.
Yep, you can substitute them for something else.
Okay, so we have our cast iron Dutch oven, and the first thing we always do is give it a little spray of oil, but I forgot my oil spray this morning, so we're just going to pretend we did that. There you go. Then these are some sliced onions, and we're going to drop these in on the bottom here in just a little layer. And then the next thing we're going to put in is our chicken. And today I'm going to use chicken thighs for a change. These are boneless, skinless chicken thighs.
Okay. And you don't have to cut it up necessarily. You can just put
it's not cut up. These are whole thighs. They're not cut at all. And you can use a whole breast. You can use anything you want. You can even use bone-in chicken. It doesn't matter. Okay, so there's our chicken thighs. We're going to give them a little bit of, this is sea salt, and a teeny tiny touch of pepper because our main flavor here is going to come from the mustard. So here's our mustard. This is just a stone ground country mustard. And we're going to put about, more or less, 2 tablespoons in there. And then this is our secret ingredient, pomegranate molasses. Yeah,
I saw that on the list, and I was like, pomegranate molasses. Now, do you have to go to a specialty store to buy some of these ingredients?
Well, you can get this one at Whole Foods. You can get it at Middle Eastern delis. We have specialty spice shops. Yeah, and you can make, in fact, I just read on a blog, somebody went to Costco and bought their pomegranate juice and then boiled it down and made their own pomegranate molasses.
Wow.
So you can even get it a little less expensively. So that's about 2 tablespoons of pomegranate molasses, and we're just
smells good already.
Emulsify it over here, and drizzle about half of it, more or less, over the chicken.
And this is nice that it's like all the ingredients, but it's going in one pot, so you don't have to really have a lot of dishes when you're cooking.
It's true.
Or making a big mess, and so like you're saying, it's quick, it's easy, because we're all pressed for time, and a lot of times you don't want to have 3 and 4 pots, and you're cutting up stuff, and on the stove, and it's like, you got a mess. But this is very easy.
It's true. And as I was researching when I wrote this book, I found that a lot of the recipes that call for, say, they're one-pot meals, but they say, serve this with pasta made according to package directions, or serve it with rice made according to package directions. And now I'm like, well, you just lied to me. Now I have 2 pots.
That's what I'm saying. And it's all this other stuff. So yours is right on the money in this glorious one-pot meal. Yeah.
So I have these are just regular boiler potatoes, and I'm just going to basically quarter them here. And you can use any kind of potatoes you would like.
Okay.
I'm going to chop those and toss them in.
Now, and how long does it take to cook this when you have it in the stove? Because you said it takes a lot less time than a traditional crock pot, right?
It does. Well, crock pot, of course, takes all day.
Yeah, you have to simmer and let it sit there all day.
Right. So this would take about 45 minutes to cook.
45 minutes? Okay, this is perfect.
It's going to flash cook. Once we finish it, you're going to put it into a super hot, fully preheated 450-degree oven.
Okay.
And then it's going to flash cook. And the secret is the cast iron.
And that's kind of what seals in the flavor as well, right?
Right.
Okay.
So I don't know if the camera can see this, what the pot looks like so far. There we go. We just toss those potatoes in there.
It's like stacking the ingredients.
It's layering.
In levels.
Exactly. So these are acorn squash that I just peeled and seeded. And at home, I don't even peel them. I just throw them in.
You put the whole thing in there? Okay.
Well, I seed them, of course, and cut them into pieces. But I don't don't peel it because that takes the most time to peel an acorn squash forever. And if you don't like acorn squash, you can just substitute something else orange.
Oh,
So
okay.
carrots or orange peppers or anything orange would be great.
And all those tips are inside your book
They
here, so
are.
it gives people options, so they don't have to feel like they're glued to this one type of recipe. It's
Exactly.
variations to the recipe.
Exactly. So the next thing I'm going to put in are some Brussels sprouts. Now, believe it or
Now,
not,
I'm trying to think for me personally, what would I substitute for Brussels sprouts? Because I really don't like Brussels sprouts.
you know, you are
I just
not
don't
alone.
like them. They're so sharp in the taste. So maybe just some cabbage. I could just cut
You
up
could
some
do cabbage.
Yeah.
You could do anything green. It doesn't have to be green leafy. You could do broccoli. You could do
Broccoli,
asparagus. You could
okay.
green pepper, zucchini. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to have these. Now, I have to tell you, though, Brussels sprouts cooked in my cooking method in a glorious one-pot meal are my kids' favorite.
Really?
Those
Maybe
are-
I need to cook them in here and it'll
You
taste a lot different.
do. You do. Wait till you try this dish.
Oh, I'm waiting. I'm excited. I can't wait to eat. Are you kidding?
I'm the one who's in the grocery store with kids hanging off my cart saying, Mama, get the monster heads. That's what we call Brussels sprouts in my
okay.
house. So now these are just some mushrooms, and I'm just going to basically slice them super, super thickly here like that.
Okay.
And drop them
That
in.
holds the texture a little bit better, doesn't it?
You know
So they
what?
don't-
Doesn't matter. You can do it very
Okay.
thin, and it'll still hold the shape.
Okay.
Even tomato slices come out as tomato slices from this cooking method.
That's good.
Nothing gets stirred around. Nothing gets mixed.
It's not getting pureed,
Nope.
mushed up.
Nope, exactly.
So
And
when
we're
you're
not gonna
done, your
open it
finished
up.
product's going to be still firm, solid vegetables.
Exactly. So you want to fill it up mostly to the top here. And then we're going to just drizzle the rest of our sauce over our secret flavoring. And now we're done.
Again, this is called sweet tart chicken, and I'm telling you, it smells really good.
Yeah.
And this is only going to cook for 45 minutes?
45 minutes about. The thighs sometimes will take a little bit longer, maybe 2 or 3 more minutes. So your nose will tell you when they're ready.
Oh, okay.
The aroma of a finished meal will come and find you wherever you are in your house, and that's your 3-minute warning.
That is a cool thing to know. I've never heard that before. That is very interesting.
Well, you know, I think that our sense of smell is the most overlooked sense in our society. In other societies around the world, they use it much more than we do. But we
Okay.
put on deodorant and sprays and perfumes and all sorts of stuff. But this, I only cook by my sense of smell.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. With your cookbook, what is your favorite meal that you prepared out of here? Because I was looking through there, and there's stuff for seafood, beef, chicken. I mean, you can just go 365 days a year just cooking out of your pot.
Absolutely.
With all the
and
recipes you have
with
in
every
there.
recipe, any protein is substitutable for any protein, any carb
Okay.
for any carb, and any veggie for any veggie. So if we were going to make this whole meal today, we could make it with salmon instead of chicken. And it would be great. We could make it with broccoli or green beans instead of Brussels sprouts. We could use rice instead of potatoes.
See, there's so many variations. Okay. Well, before we talk about the variations a little bit more, can we sample the finished product?
Yes, you know what I don't have is a fork.
That's okay. We can use our fingers.
Yes, we
We
can.
can always use our fingers. Okay, we're going to sample this. This is the sweet tart chicken. It looks really good. As you can see, all the vegetables are solid, like you were saying. And I'm just going to pick up one of these potatoes.
Please
and
do.
go ahead and taste it.
Yes.
Very hearty, very rusty. Okay, make sure you stay tuned because we got plenty more. Look at me talking with my mouth full. That's so bad. Right here in the chat room. Don't go anywhere.